Okay, I'll tell you the numbers, and this will blow your mind, right? So just please don't go and rob a bank just because you're angry with them, right? Last year, over $30 billion was charged in unauthorized overdraft fees. In other words, let me reframe that, banks took $30 billion from people who didn't have any money. Just let that sink in for a minute. That's why they should be spelt with a W, okay? But I call banking, generally, I call it legalized criminality. Where else, are you a banker? Because I know you're the only one giving me, you was, X, good, right. So I know you're giving some pushback right now, but do you agree with what I'm saying?
There are countries where it's illegal to go overdrawn, which is effectively stealing.
Yeah, exactly. And some countries where if you write a check out and so on, but my point is, you would still incur fees for going overdrawn. That's, that's the point. I mean, look at banks. I was doing business in Cyprus a few years ago. In Cyprus, 2009, they closed the banks down for 2 weeks. Before they opened them up again, they took 20% out of everybody's account, or 10% out of everybody's account. They did the same recently in New Zealand. Back in the day, Argentina was one of the wealthiest countries on the planet. Yet they limited all these billionaires and millionaires to just $500 a week that they could take out. Iceland was the only one that's done it right. I mean, there was rioting on the street, one of the most peaceful countries on the planet. Banks went under, rioting on the street. What did they do with the bankers? Put them in prison where they belong, okay? So that's the only place that's done it right, okay? But this thing, fiat currency that I described earlier on, the world around, every single country in the history of mankind, every single country that has used the fiat currency model has always gone under. Facts, all right? So there are massive changes afoot. So let's think differently. The banks are designed to get you into trouble because that's how they make the profits. Think about it. So they give you all these incentives to get into credit cards and make it so easy to borrow money so that you wrap up massive debts and you start to get yourself completely ruined financially. All right? So let's think a little bit different.